Hui Min, Tian Tong, Jing Wei, Chongshan, and Yisin. So the two SDGs linked to our project will be 4, quality education, and 10, which is reduced inequalities. So for a quick overview of our project, the aim is we aim to teach music to the group of underprivileged children, so to provide quality education and knowledge about music. A quick synopsis is the focus of the project is to introduce basic elements of music, which are pitch and rhythm, to the children. And we will include fun activities in their rehearsals in preparation for their short performance at a local art festival. And the song that will be presented is Heal the World. So about the children, these are a group of 12 underprivileged children aged 9 to 13 without any prior musical background or experience. So yeah, this is them. And then we will move on to the first lesson plan.
Hi. Okay, so our learning outcome from our first lesson plan is we got 2 learning outcomes. The firstly is students will be able to recognize rhythmic patterns and feel the beat of the song. Secondly, students will be able to understand major scales in the song and the concept of half steps and whole steps by the end of this class.
So we'll ask students to introduce themselves. So firstly, we'll ask them to stand in a semicircle. Then we'll play the song called Heal the World. So when we play the song, we'll ask the students to try to feel the downbeat and clap together. So once they get along with the song already, then we'll ask them to introduce themselves. So we'll do something like clapping and introducing, like my name is Jing Wei, and then straight.
And my name is Hui Min.
My name is Yisin.
Yeah, something like that. So after the introduction is done, then we'll go to do the freeze dance. So for the freeze dance, we'll ask students to scatter around the classroom. Then they can just play around. But when the music starts, which is the Heal the World, we'll play the same music again. So the students will have to listen to the music and then play to the downbeat also. So we'll ask them to either clap or stomp or either high five with their friends on the downbeat. So it's called a freeze dance, right? So if the music stops, they will have to stop whatever they're doing. So the next is making instruments. So for making instruments, after the freeze dance, then the students will be called back to sit in a semicircle. So 2 teachers will brief them about this making instrument thing, which is we're gonna make shakers and drums, but mostly the shakers, because drums we just provide with them for them. And meanwhile, they will still have 4 teachers. So the other 4 teachers will prepare the materials, which is the plastic sheet to prevent dirt. And then we'll prepare 15 plastic bottles, so 3 extras. And also we will prepare the sand, 3 kg of sand. Yeah, so we'll pour the sand into the bucket, then the students will have to scoop. But firstly, the teachers will demonstrate for them first, then they'll do together like DIY like that. So meanwhile, after they finish this one, so some students do fast, then they can just play around, explore around. Then some, if they do quite slow, then other teachers will just help them together.
Okay, now it's when it comes to the learning session now. So there are 2 parts for the learning session. Firstly is learning the rhythm, and second one is learning the pitch. So when it comes to the first part, learning the rhythms, teacher will gather all the students in front of the classroom and then to form a semicircle, and the teacher will introduce a method of learning, which is help students to learn the rhythm, which is fruit party rhythmic pattern. And then the concept is teacher will use pear as an apple. The pear represents the crotchet, and then the apple represents the quaver. And then teacher will draw it out, the crotchet and the quaver, and then above the crotchet and quaver, they will draw the pear and apple, and then students will be able to know by visually. Then next step is teacher will guide them to play the shakers and drum according to the rhythm. And then there will also have 2 teachers teaching them to play the musical instruments, and others 4 of the teacher will guide them and make sure that they are in the pace and keep in track. So when it comes to another section is the learning the pitch. So teacher will introduce the concept of skills to students and how it applies into the song. Firstly, they will introduce the most basic skill, which is C major scale, and then play it on the keyboard. There will be a projector to project the picture of the keyboards, so the students will be able to know how C major looks like, include the arrangement of the half steps and whole steps in the C major scale. So afterwards, students be able to know how it looks like visually. So next step, teacher will later afterwards, teacher will teach the solfege, including the half steps and whole steps, to guide students to sing with them and keep repeating so they will memorize it.
Okay, so me and Hui Min gonna show you guys what we gonna teach students in the second lesson. So this is our lesson outcome. You can see by the end of this class, students should be able to understand the rhythmic pattern and the basic pitch to the Kodayi hand sense. And students will be able to sing and clap the verse chorus of the Hills Word. A last student will be able to perform a client response singing accurately and in time. Okay. So for the first 15 minutes, we have a lesson review. So the teacher will lead students to do the lesson review and the warm-up section. So we will go through the fruity party rhythm and the singing major scale and review our Kodayi hand sense. Also during this time, we will play the song Hills Word by Michael Jackson. Because we want to the student can more familiar with this song. Also, after that, the teacher will play 2 or 3 rhythms on keyboard, and the students should able to respond in that use their shakers or drums. So finally, we have a short assessment that is 5 minutes. So the teacher will ask students some questions with the fruity party rhythms. For example, you can ask students like which fruit means which the musical notes, like one apple means quarter or quiver, one quarter or one quiver. Yeah, so after that, we're gonna step by step teaching the students how to sing and practicing the song Hills Word by Michael Jackson. Yes, I will gonna pass back to Hui Min. She will tell us other activity and details.
Here is the second lesson plan activity. So each of the activity is 20 minutes. So we start with learning the melody. So teacher will play the simplified version of the Hills Word. Because the original version is quite difficult and got a lot of semi-quiver, so we try to simplify it to only the quiver and the crochet beat. So the second is humming the melody. So teacher will humming first, then student will repeat after teacher for few times. Then projecting the lyrics and explaining the meaning, because we understand that the most effective way is to let them understand first before they start to memorizing the lyrics. So the next one is sing along. So teacher will sing along with the student, and also teacher will play the accompaniment to make sure they can keep the pulse steady and also try to sing in tune. The last activity is called call and response. So we'll be like, teacher will sing the lyrics, heal the world to make a better place, then student will continue with For You and For Me. This one is to let the student they can get the pulse and to ensure them they can sing accurately in time. So we move on to the next one is learning the rhythm. So teacher will also play the rhythm slowly on the keyboard to make sure they can try to get it first. Then teacher will explaining the rhythm using a fluid. Like the picture up there is the apple. The apple will be the quiver, then the pear will be the crochet. So we will do it same as the crochet at the quiver knot. So teacher will play along with the shaker slowly. Then the student will try to imitate and repeat after it. So after this, student will take turn to demonstrate the rhythm in front of the peers to make sure that they can perform it confidently. Yeah, that's all.
So for the third lesson plan, the learning outcome will be by the end of this class, students will be able to perform the verse and chorus of Heal the World with the correct rhythm and pitch, and students will also be able to perform confidently in front of others. So in this class, there will be a few activities. So for the first 10 minutes, the teachers will run through a lesson review where the students will do a warm-up session and they sing the major scales, and they will also review the Kodai hand signs that they learned in the last few lessons. And there's a small sing and clap activity where they will sing and clap to the verse and chorus of Heal the World, and the teachers will put a picture of the fruit rhythm keywords on the whiteboard to assist them. So for the next 10 minutes, the teachers will be grouping students into two groups. One will be singing and the other will be playing the shakers and drum. And so each group will have 6 students and 3 teachers. So they'll be doing their assigned activities and they sing to the verse and chorus, or they play the shakers to the verse and chorus. So the teachers will be assisting and guiding them throughout. So the next 30 minutes of the class will be a group rehearsal where all the students will be practicing the performance together. So they will stand in a semicircle and they will be standing firstly with their group members. And after a few rehearsals later, the teachers will shuffle up the positions where they will not be standing with their group members so that they can perform more independently. And during this time, the teacher will also teach them how to be more involved with the music. They will smile and they will look at each other when they perform. And also that after they run a few rounds, then they'll move on to the last part of the class, which is the dress rehearsal. So the dress rehearsal will be when the teacher will do the entire run through from top to bottom with the students for the performance, and they will set up a camera to record the performance to help prepare the students for the final show. And I'll pass it back to Gerald.
Okay, so after their performance, we would like to reward them with gifts and a refreshment session after their performance for their hard work. And we will also get feedback from them by interviewing them shortly. And in our effort to boost quality education and spread knowledge about music, we would like to do more of these in the future. Yeah, thank you. So next is the Q&A.
Hi. Okay, so for the final performance, right? What are they gonna sing? Are they gonna sing "Heal the World" or "Apple Pear"?
Sing the lyrics to Heal the World.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So, yeah.
So since we choose the same song, right? But we have different SDG goals. So what's the meaning you want to bring through the song "Heal the World"?
Because Heal the World, like he's composed like everything's from singing from Michael Jackson. So he's always like take initiative on compose so many these kinds of songs to involve people to put more attention on children's growing, not only for like underprivileged students. He also what I know from the lyrics, what I searched from website is about the growing environment and learning environment of students. He wants to like evokes people's attention to put initiative to make students' learning environment become better. And then there are also, no matter what background you are from, they also have the same rights to have equalities when it comes to education. So it's somehow linked to SDG 4 and SDG 10.
I have a couple of questions. Number one is, why is C major considered as a basic scale?
If we're showing the piano, right, because the C major, all the white key, is easier for them to understand first.
Your answer is with a if, right? If you show the keyboard. So are you going to show them the
we
keyboard?
Sorry.
So based on how we see the keyboard, is that? Why I said this, because for a trumpet player, C major is not the basic key, the basic scale. For vocal, it's your most comfortable range, would be the one to start with. You don't always start with C. My next question is, how do we relate, when you use solfege, right? How do you teach them whole, the concept of whole and half steps?
Only this didn't contain, it's not included in our lesson plan.
What is not included?
Sorry, can you repeat your question again?
How, when you teach solfege, how do you deliver the concept of whole and or half steps?
The whole and the half step steps. Okay, the concept of whole and half steps when it comes to solfege, right?
Because you are using solfege, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and one of the goals is that you want to deliver the concept of whole and half steps.
The whole and half step, because since we are playing the scales on the keyboard and then show them visually, we will notate about those keys are which in half steps, like E and F and B and C. So we'll show them, oh, this is the half steps, and then we will play it once, and then let them listen carefully, and then we will sing, guide them to sing solfege by pitch, like on the key, to make sure they are singing the same pitch, like that, which we are playing on the keyboard.
So it's still the help of the keyboard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's why we got the projector. That's why we want to project the picture of the keyboard so they will know the concept of major.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Any more questions from on the ground now? Yes, come. Yes. Even though we're running out of time, but we need questions.
Can we go back to lesson 1? Yeah. In the last session, you are learning the pitch of the song, right? And yeah. The first question is, since you are singing the lyrics of the song, is it necessary to teach them the solfege? Because since they don't have any prior musical background. And the second one is, you are teaching the C major scales and this song is in A major. And is it possible to let them know the concept of movable do in 20 minutes? Yeah.
We actually showing, yes, you say we're showing the C major, but we play A major, but it is movable do. So actually every note can be the do. Yeah. So actually they don't really need to know what the key are we playing. We just to let them sing. Yeah.
And the second question.
Since you are Since you are singing the lyrics of the song, is it necessary to introduce solfege to them?
Yeah, because can you repeat your question?
Since you are singing the lyrics of the song, is it necessary to introduce them the concept of solfege? And why?
Because it's a little bit difficult for them to learn the lyrics right at the first class. So we introduced them, the solfege is to learn the melody of the song. So then only we will introduce the lyrics for them to sing and perform for the final show. Does that answer your question?
Will it be more easier to sing La La La?
Okay, so one of the aims of the project is to teach them music, right? So we still want them to leave with some musical knowledge instead of just perform and done, right? Okay.
Happy, everyone's happy. Cool. Okay, thank you, group.